Askeladd is one of the very few characters that makes such a profound impact on the story, that the overall influence of his story arc needs to be praised. Askeladd is a character that is multi-layered and his motives and ambitions are not easy to figure out. In this video I will be trying my best to decipher some of his actions and make sense of them. Askeladd's introduction is that of a Viking that just knows how to lead pirates to assault and annihilate village after village. This level of cruelty shown in his character at first resoundingly makes you want to hate him. As we further go along the series we find out that perhaps he doesn't enjoy the cruel nature of his antics but deems them necessary to survive. Being the leader of such brutes and cruel killing machines makes it necessary for him to commit such foul crimes. Askeladd is seen killing Thors in an unhonorable way, which makes the lead of the show Thorfinn wanting to avenge the cruel nature of his father's death. He lets Thorfinn join his crew and also gives him the chance to avenge his father if he is able to beat him one-on-one. Askeladd indirectly raises Thorfinn and grooms him to become a better warrior, though Thorfinn loathes Askeladd from every being of his fiber, which is also very understandable. A few layers of his character are peeled off as we see that when he and his men are cornered, he tells his men that he has always hated them. This kind of showed that he never wanted to lead the life of a bandit thief, as he actually really hates the people he is around all the time. Askeladd has a soft corner for his homeland Wales, and vows to protect it by any means necessary. His flashback reveals him to be a prince, though he was a bastard child of the king. He killed his own father because of how he treated his mother. He plotted the murder of his father very intricately, which made not him but his brother the prime suspect. This shows that Askeladd also had a very cunning mind since his adolescence. Askeladd seems a redeemable and a very nasty character because of his cruelty and how he kills innocent people. But yet as we discover more and more layers to his character, from his childhood, to him hating the nature of his job, and also seemingly how the nature of the world at that time had made him into this bitter, loathsome man, as he had to do this for his own survival. We come to appreciate his character because perhaps he never really wanted to be this cruel man but instead wished to be in situations where he could have been someone else. He sees himself to be the royal king of Britannia, and perhaps he feels that he was robbed of his destiny and now anything else for him is meaningless. Askeladd also inspires Prince Canute and clears the path for him to rule. Askeladd's last sacrifice is to protect his people of Wales from the hand of the current king. Him, prior to his final moments, tries to instill some discipline and pragmatism in Thorfinn's ideology, who at that point is just blinded by his rage. He gives Thorfinn a beating of his life to make him see a certain perspective of life and to become a better warrior and fighter. In his dying moments he wants to knock some sense into Thorfinn that he should quit this hateful life and try to be more honorable like his father was. Askeladd honored his final words to Thors, as he let his son live. We also see Askeladd before joining Canute killing his right-hand man, Bjorn, in a death battle, and for the first time we see remorse and care in his eyes as he sees his friend die. The wisdom behind Askeladd and his actions is more subtle and is difficult to grab at first, but seems the more practical solution to his problems. His redemption is still questionable because it doesn't absolve him of the crimes he has committed throughout his life, but the layered and more nuanced approach to his actions makes the audience see from his perspective, even if we disagree with his philosophy or not. Still, Askeladd remains a very fascinating character that makes such a huge impact in the story as he inspired change in the two main characters and their actions going forward in the story.